Said, can you teach? Can you cultivate relationships? And do you bring energy? Those three qualities are what I've hoped to create throughout my tenure here. Kevin, mission accomplished.
He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Philadelphia. Right now, the sixth best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong. And, of course, the Hornets, they're down there in the 10th spot.
And I think for the 76ers, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. And it's Milton in at the point guard position. And for the Hornets, we've got Bismack Biyombo. Bridges out there with Washington. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the shooting guard position. And it's off the back rim, no good. And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston, the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended, was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. A shot by Milton, no good. Graham surveying the floor. Over in the corner, Rozier. Off target from three-point range. The pass to Richardson. Now here's Embiid. Harris outside. Five to shoot from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Now, here's Biyombo, and Horford pulls it down.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And the shot goes in.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Hornets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Rozier kicks to Bridges. Pass to Washington. Horford with the rebound. 76ers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Milton. Last game we saw him score 14. Out to Harris. Clock at 6. From past the arc. Here's Embiid. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Graham with the ball. Richardson covering. Here's Washington. And again, the Hornets missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Up again, and it's Horford with the extra effort.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Well, every team goes into the draft looking for finishers like these. Here are the most efficient scorers among this year's rookie class. You look at Washington, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
He's scoring and finishing at a very high level. I mean, playing within himself offensively and being very discerning with his shot selection.
Yeah, you know, it comes down to efficiency for me. I mean, most young guys get excited, want to prove themselves. But he just calmly goes about his business and really does that at a high level. Very impressed by him.
Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Heat. Pass to Embiid. Harris against Bridges. Harris's shot is good. Mark, some of those lottery-bound teams now giving more minutes to their younger players, developing them, looking into the future, which means more veterans, unfortunately, will have to sit and watch.
And, you know, I always say this, and it's much easier said than done, but you're a professional, whether you're in the rotation, a young player or an old player, you have to approach it in a professional manner. And that means accepting the good with the bad, the sweet with the bitter, and that takes a maturity level. And, you know, when the trade deadline is behind you, you only can control what you can control, and that's what veterans should be about.
And hopefully the coach communicates the ideas behind the moves, too.
I like that, but there's no obligation to do so.
Right. Here's Rozier, following the basket by Al Horford. Rozier, the pass to Bridges. The three, drains the three-pointer.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
Kicks it to Richardson. Biyombo with the block. They get it back and stolen by Biyombo. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Another shot. Graham with the bucket.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Detroit. Here's Milton on target from 13 feet. Graham with the ball. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Graham with the ball. Richardson cover. Teardrop shot. And it's Graham missing.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the evening. That's good from Richardson.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
Now here's Batum. Here's Zeller, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Cody Zeller, his level of activity is really contagious. I mean, that's what I love about his game. Excellent hustler on both ends of the floor, and he does a lot of good work just by staying active.
Shooting 2.
And the first one goes. And with Zeller and his activity, you see it on the glass as well.
Yeah, you look at Zeller, and he's a guy who really doesn't do anything great, guys, but he does everything really well. And to have a big guy like that is really valuable.
The 76ers making a switch here. Korkmaz is checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 6-point lead. Pass to Scott. Back to Neto. There's the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
Here's Graham. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Neto. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To the right side. Here's Washington, and it's the Hornets, another 3.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds it. Great feel for the game.
The pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Cody Zeller. Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like? If you were going to design one, what would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range, and the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that would fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed. The first free throw is good. Over the last decade or so, the Hornets haven't had a lot of success, Clark, in the draft.
Well, you take a look at it, guys, and they've traded away a multitude of picks, and picks that have turned into guys like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tobias Harris, 2 outstanding young players. They've missed on the picks they've kept. I think they've got to do a better job of building from within.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Hornets trail by 6. Graham kicks to Zeller. Pass to Batum. And the rejection by Embiid.
You look at his combination of reach and timing, it makes Embiid a superb shot blocker.
Passes it to Thibault. It's good.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Beasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
Pass to Bacon. Zeller inside. Embiid's there. A nice shot by Zeller.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
1:33 left in the first quarter. And the pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Here's Scott. Misses from close range.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Bridges.
And it's really been a nice trend for him over these last several months. He's been steadily improving in terms of his scoring output. That extra production making him more valuable the further we get along in this season.
Now here's Embiid. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Batum wide open. He fires. Bacon the pass to Washington. Up top, Graham. Charlotte with the new shot clock. Pass to Washington. He He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve. Shooting two.
First one falls for him.
When you watch the Hornets play, you can expect a very controlled game.
Yeah, you know, they don't push too much and make silly mistakes. Fantastic when it comes to minimizing turnovers, controlling the pace. They've been one of the best teams at keeping turnovers down since 2014.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Korkmaz, and it's Burks in for Raul Neto. And good on the second, so he makes them both. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's Thibault, defended by Batum, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. Yambo, he's checked in for the Hornets. He's off on the second.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Burks looking around. Feeds it to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, you got to push Embiid out farther. I mean, when he's this close, he's focused on one thing, wrecking that rim.
Three-pointer, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back to the action after this word. Al Horford provided some insight on why he decided to sign with Philadelphia.
What put me over the edge to make this switch is just the depth that I saw with this team. It's an up-and-coming young team that we have a chance to be good for many, many years, and it was something I wanted to be a part of.
Playing for a historic franchise, Greg, they've got, of course, the great fan support, great history, something Horford relishes.
A great choice. A team with depth and youth. They have a chance to be good for a long time.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the 76ers. Scott is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Thibault in a shooting guard. Batum passes to Washington. The feed to Biyombo. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Embiid.
And then they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Embiid. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And again, it's Philadelphia.
You give Embiid these looks, and he won't turn them down, and he'll make a good percentage of them.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
On the wing, Batum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. No problems knocking that one down.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Passes to Scott. Here's Thibault. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Tell you what, time is moving on now. When you think about Nick Batum has been in the league a decade now. Wow. Throughout his career, this guy's been consistent in terms of his versatility and production.
Here's Embiid. Following the bucket by the Hornets. No one near him. And that one's good. Thibault's got 7 points.
Boy, the floor awareness and passing ability of Embiid, very impressive, and he continues to grow as a passer.
And the Hornets call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. Can check the story out on Terry Rozier. This past month, he's really set himself apart. 8th in three-point field goal percentage and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail.
And Batum, a very good free throw shooter. Smart of him to seek contact.
Mark, it seems that guards are rebounding now more than ever. What do you make of that trend?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a function of how the game is played. More and more teams play small ball, where they really don't have a big guy out there or a traditional center out there. You may have guards and wings, and oftentimes your tallest guy might be 6'8". So it makes it important for guards and everybody to rebound the ball. So I think you see more guards getting more rebounds because of teams playing small ball as a function of the three-point shot's importance in the game.
Both good from the line that time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shot from 12. Again, Philadelphia.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now, here's Biyombo. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Heat in Miami.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Rozier against Richardson. And it's Rozier missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
Now here's Richardson. He has 6. Pass to Harris. Lock at 6, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Well, there's not much you can do about that, fellas. I mean, Harris is so good at remaining focused, concentrating on the basket, and sticking it to the defense.
Batum finds Biyombo. Bridges with it. Richardson cover. Here's Batum. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Richardson against Rozier. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Milton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Now the pass to Burks for the 3. That shot missing. And Charlotte will come the other way. Rozier for 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Philadelphia leading by 10. For 3. Kept alive. And it's Horford with the extra effort.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Zeller. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Heat in Miami. Pass to Bacon. 5 on the clock. From about 16, and he nails the jumper. The 76ers have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Richardson outside. Left side, Harris. And he banks in the layup. Harris has got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Zeller inside, guarded by Horford. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Zeller's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here is Harris. Here's Horford. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
You know, he was the 3rd pick in the 2007 NBA draft, guys. Horford won 2 college championships at Florida back-to-back before entering the league.
And the first one at the line is good. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Rozier kicks to Batum. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons. To the left wing. And the foul on Dwayne Bacon. That's his first foul. And here are the 76ers now. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
And I think Bridges has some real upside defensively. He's strong, athletic, and able to guard multiple positions. And that's what every team is looking for.
Now, here's Bridges. He has 5. Rozier kicks to Batum. Over Harris. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Here's Neto. Rozier defending. Richardson gets a wide open look. The 76ers again can't hit it.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Richardson against Rozier. And stolen by Richardson. And now the 76ers on the break. Richardson's running and slam dunk by Harris.
Not settling for the layup. Sometimes you got to go strong, and Harris gets the chance to stuff it there. He didn't let it slip by him.
Passes it to Zeller. Pass to Bacon. Outside Batum. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Batum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Horford finds Harris. Second shot opportunity, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, looking to score often from there. Harris is excellent at drawing the defense's attention and fouls.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Fellas, the rebounding has been very strong. Excellent so far. Putbacks are very valuable, and they're getting some.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
Robinson's checked in for Richardson. Good on the second free throw. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
Here's Washington. He's got 7. Bridges kicks to Rozier. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 4th rebound in this one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Washington passes to Rozier. Graham with the ball. Tipped away. Over to the wing. Here's Neto. Graham defending. And there's the pass to Harris. Over Washington. Harris misses.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And we finished one half of basketball. 76ers ahead. They lead by 13. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
I think we played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Right out of the gates, it was Philadelphia setting the tone. An exceptional game plan helped them open with a 12-4 run. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Charlotte?
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Tobias Harris, he has really been playing well.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've got Bridges. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Washington. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Graham in at the 2 spot. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. Well, it doesn't matter where you place him in the lineup, Clark. Miles Bridges is going to make some plays.
Well, I love his rugged quality he has, guys. I mean, he can guard anybody at the 3 or 4 spot. Doesn't mind going up against guys that are bigger. Everybody knows about his athletic ability and dunking it, but he's got more in this package than that.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with, really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
Here's Milton. There's the triple. No good that time. And the Hornets now going the other way. Now, here's Bridges. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Harris against Rozier. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got 13.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Bridges. Here's Milton. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Horford. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Bridges. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Milton the pass to Horford. Here's Milton. Rozier defending. Here's Milton. Pass to Embiid. He kicks to Horford. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Biyombo's got 4 rebounds in this game. For 3, Bridges. Milton grabs the board. The 76ers leading by 8. To the inside. Embiid. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Get Embiid the ball and he goes to work, especially that close to the basket.
Here's Rozier. The shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Rozier. He has 6. Kicks it to Bridges. Fires the 3. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 3rd assist on the night. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. On the wing, Harris. That shot, no good. And the Hornets now going the other way. In the corner, it's Bridges. Off target with his three. The 76ers leading by 9. Here's Harris. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Tell you what, seems like everything he's putting up is finding the net, and right now Harris is simply balling out.
Here's Rozier. Tries again. Biombo. That's good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Milton. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Bridges, and it's in off the backboard. And 12 points for Joel Embiid.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 9 points with the basket from Rozier. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Milton the pass to Richardson. The pass to Milton. This is to Horford. Here's Richardson. The Hornets pull it in. Biombo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the energy and athleticism of Bridges is off the charts. He is a tough cover for the defense.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And he can't get the first one. And some changes here for the Hornets. Cody Zeller's checked in for Biombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Washington. And it's Batum in for Terry Rozier. And the second free throw, good.
And James Borrego, in his second year as head coach, wants an offense that relies on quick decision-making. They are looking to attack defenses early.
And, you know, that kind of offense, Greg, is one that's not easy to put into place. You've got to trust the players, and the players have to trust each other, and the players have to make good decisions. It's a steep learning curve, but I really think it's the ideal way to play once you get it all ironed out.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Nicholas Batum. He's averaging 3 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Graham kicks to Batum. And Embiid with the block. Now the 76ers on the break. Burks against Bridges. Burks dishes to Scott. Pass to Richardson. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Another miss by Philadelphia. Hornets trail by 8. Passes it to Graham. And here is Bridges. Richardson cover. And here is Graham. He has 5. Over to the left wing. Burks against Batum. Misses the 3.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Now Graham. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Banked in off the glass. Williams got 7 points in the game.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Some changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Mike Scott. And Robinson III comes in for Burks. And Raul Neto subbed in for Richardson. Here's Neto. Here's Thibault. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here on our 2K leaderboard, you see a breakdown of the best free throw shooting centers and power forwards over the past month. 5th, Joel Embiid.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It really does. I mean, defenders have to be a little more cautious than they would be ordinarily. Hack one of these fellas, and they'll cash in.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime. On defense, the Hornets, 8-point game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Making the pass to Bridges. Outside, Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges kicks to Batum. From deep three-point range, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Hits the three-point bomb. Thibault's got the lead up to 13 now for Philadelphia.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Charlotte calls timeout.
You know, guys, it's crazy to think that Joel Embiid considered quitting the game. I mean, his first practice at Kansas, a senior dunked on him so hard he went to the coach and said, maybe I should get out of this stuff. Luckily, the coach talked him down, and now we see one of the best in the league.
Nalagyan mo.
And the 76ers making a change here. Horford's checked in.
A chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the 76ers and how they rank in the NBA right now.
And you look at their opponents' points per game. Now, some of that can be influenced by pace of play, but I still like what I'm seeing from them defensively. Getting stops, a big part of how they win games.
Now, here's Bridges. Nicholas Batum unable to get his shot to go. Fires from deep. Again, Batum missing.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Here's Thibault. Graham defending. Here's Horford. And he drops it in from the low post. Horford's got 10 points.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Here's Thibault. Graham defending. Got a piece of it.
And the impact Bridges makes on the defensive end, showing he's not to be messed with.
He kicks it to Zeller. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Graham. Charlotte again missing. Here's Robinson. And then Robinson slams it in.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a... He got it in!
How about that? Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The 76ers leading by 14. Taking a look at the 76ers. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Then it's Robinson, and it's Korkmaz in at the 2 guard. Harris outside. The Hornets pull it in. Biyombo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Rozier with the ball. And here is Graham. Korkmaz grabs the miss. To the left side wing. Here's the floater. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Charlotte.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Washington's checked in for the Hornets. Can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Now here's Rozier. Inside. Biyombo, no luck.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The pass to Rozier. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Here's Robinson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Robinson hits them both. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Graham, the pass to Biombo. Here's Bacon, guarded by Harris, and it's sent back by Horford. Here's Milton. Pass to Harris. Out to the wing. Here's Korkmaz, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
They swipe it. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. 6 on the shot clock. Swiped it away. Now Rozier. Passes it to Bacon. Here's Washington. No good again that time.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Korkmaz. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Korkmaz has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And the Hornets call time here. Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic.
Wow.
Because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges checks in. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Richardson comes in for Korkmaz. Here's Graham. Richardson covering. Trying to get something going. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump. Concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
One shot.
Mark, the max contract didn't exist when you were playing. Is it something that should be up for debate?
Well, it's a function of the economics of the league now, and in theory, there's some reasons why you have max contracts, because a guy has earned that opportunity, a way to keep a star player or a max contract player with the same team, I think is part of the reasoning behind it. I mean, debating it and talking about it is probably something that makes some sense. you're thinking about getting rid of it, I'm not so sure. Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Back to Embiid. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. Knows how to set hard screens as well as where and when to roll.
Here's Rozier. Here's Biyombo. And Embiid with the block. For 3, Harris. Hornets with the rebound. Bridges kicks to Rozier. Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Hilton the pass to Harris. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
What's up?
And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, guys, it's not surprising to hear that Joel Embiid gets a lot of inspiration from Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Both came to the game late. Both represent the continent of Africa. And Embiid really kind of modeled his game after Hakeem, and that's a heck of a model.
Hornets trail by 20. Pass to Graham. Now, here's Rozier. He's tightly guarded. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And when he first came to America, what a great story this is. Embiid's coach in Cameroon sent him a DVD of Hakeem's highlights.
And that was a good start for Embiid, and good work by you, Kevin, to dig up that factoid. Very nicely done. But you're right. Embiid said he watched that tape every day for 3 years, and you can see evidence of him watching that tape and how he plays. And, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Here's Rozier. Good work defensively by Horford.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Rozier with the ball.
Hey, yo, right here.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Embiid. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with Greg, I think a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. The 76ers leading by 18. Here's Milton. Softly drops in the floater.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Now, here's Rozier. Defense right on him. They get a hand on it. The pass to Graham. Richardson outside. It's good.
And Embiid has an excellent feel for the game, including how and when to pass the ball.
And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Right. And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Embiid finds Richardson. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I tell you what, so hard to guard all that size. I mean, Embiid is an absolute monster, and he knows how to draw fouls, too.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
You know, Embiid has a very similar story to Tim Duncan's. I mean, the Cameroon native did not start playing basketball until later in life. Now he's one of the very best in the game.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Horford. Robinson comes in for Harris. Burks, he's checked in for Richardson. And Raul Neto subbed in for Shake Milton. And Embiid drops them both. Mark, for a couple years now, the NBA has released the last 2 minutes report detailing missed calls in any game. Does it hurt the officials to have that information out there?
I don't think it hurts. It's not always comfortable, but I like the transparency of the move. I really do. I think when we're transparent about the human nature of what we do as broadcasters or referees or players or coaches, I think it makes for a better product. So I'm in favor of that.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Now, here's Monk. Burks covering, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his 4th foul of the contest. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Al Horford is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Tobias Harris comes in for Glenn Robinson III. Richardson, he's checked in for Alec Burks. And it's Shake Milton in for Raul Neto. Kicks it to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Rozier for 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight. And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Joel Embiid.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
So both teams changing it up here. .54 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Neto. Pass to Korkmaz. Now, here's O'Quinn, covered by Martin. Clock at 6. Robinson against Martin. And the rebound goes to Martin.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Korkmaz. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a five-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for this win?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenge every shot. We just played hard tonight.
Great effort and a big win, Al. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.